Blitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with Bet Blitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we're looking to set you up with some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. Today we will be getting into some NFL picks, so please take a moment to hit that like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 200 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. So take a moment to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, at the end of this video, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you would like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to Elite Picks DFS Discord, where their top tier analysts drop picks every single day across multiple sports leagues and across multiple sports books. And right now they are doing a free 7-day trial, and when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive an additional 20% off. All right, let's get right into some of the best picks for today. For our first pick, we'll be headed over to the pass plus rush yard tab, and this time we'll be selecting Brock Purdy for more than 241.5 pass plus rushing yards. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you would like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below to gain a free 7-day trial. We see that this is a line Brock Purdy has actually exceeded in 9 of his last 10 games. Now, a few of these games were last season. However, this early on in the NFL season, this is still some of our best forecast data for now to indicate whether a player will go over or below his line. But in both of his games this season so far, this is a line Brock Purdy has cleared, and this is a line that he also cleared in 74% of his games in last regular season. Now, Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers will be facing off against a Los Angeles Rams defense that so far this season has not been very good when it comes to defending against their opponents' passing yards as well as rushing yards allowed, ranked near the bottom of the league in both of these categories, giving up plenty of passing yards as well as rushing yards. Now, again, this is still early on in the NFL season. However, we do expect Brock Purdy to continue to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. In fact, when facing a bottom 10 defense for passing yards allowed, this is a line that Brock Purdy has exceeded in 8 of his last 10 games. Now, taking a closer look at the Rams offense, we see that over their last 10 games they have played, or rather the 49ers offense, that we see that they are a very heavy passing offense, passing the ball almost 55% of their plays. And Purdy is a very solid passer, obviously one of the best in the NFL. In fact, over his last 10 games, he has completed 66% of his passes. So again, we do expect Purdy to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a closer look at Purdy's last season, passing and rushing yards per game, we saw that he was a very solid passer, averaging near 270 pass yards per game, as well as a solid 9 rushing yards per game. He isn't much of a rusher. However, this is a line he could reach very well with his passing yards alone. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Brock Purdy for more than 241.5 pass plus rushing yards. For our next pick, we'll be headed over to the receptions tab, and this time we'll be selecting Colby Parkinson for less than 3.5 receptions. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that Colby Parkinson has actually fallen below this line in 9 of his last 10 games. Now, again, we do want to point out that most of these games were with his former team last season, with the Seahawks. Again, this still is our best forecast data to indicate how he'll perform in this games this season early on. Additionally, this is a line that Colby Parkinson has fallen below his line last season in all of the games he played, 17 out of 17 games. And again, we expect this to continue on into this game as well. Now, Colby Parkinson and the Los Angeles Rams will be facing off for San Francisco 49ers defense that this season so far has been ranked pretty good overall. Top 10 in receptions allowed to their opponents, not giving up plenty of receptions overall as a team. But when it comes to defending against opponent tight ends, they are ranked near the very top, second in all the NFL for receptions allowed to opponent tight ends, giving up an average of less than 2 receptions per game. Again, this still is early on in the season, but we do expect Colby Parkinson not to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, in the first couple of games this season, the Rams have proven to be a pretty pass-heavy offense, passing the ball in over 60% of their plays, near 70% in the first game However, again, this has not translated necessarily to Colby Parkinson going over this line and receiving more receptions. Now, earlier we showed you that Colby Parkinson had not exceeded this line at all in his last season, but overall, during his career, he hasn't been a heavy target for receptions, only averaging just above 1 reception per game. And so far this season, again, just 2 games, he still is averaging just 2.5 receptions, which again is below his line. And we expect this to continue on into this game as well. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Colby Parkinson for less than 3.5 receptions. Now, for those of you wisely making picks with Underdog Fantasy as well, we want to make sure that you weren't missing out on your free plays in your lobby for CeeDee Lamb over 0.5 yards, as well as Patrick Mahomes for over 0.5 yards. And if you're not already on Underdog, you want to make sure that you're signing up right now is the best time to be with Underdog. At the start of this NFL season, they are dropping a ton of promos and discount codes, picks, and surprise discounts. So you really want to make sure that you're just not leaving any money on the table with Underdog. And right now, actually, when you use the code BLETBILLETS, you'll receive a free pick in addition to all these other free discounted plays and gifts, in addition to 1,000 of bonus cash. So again, if you're not already on Underdog, you want to make sure that you use this code BETBLET, sign up with Underdog, and take advantage of the free cash they're pretty much just giving out. Now, before we get into our third pick, we want to share with you a sports betting tool that is going to take your game to the next level, and that's Daily Grind's Fantasy Optimizer. This is one of the most comprehensive sports betting tools available, and it's not just PrizePicks, it's not just Underdog. It'll actually show you line discrepancies across all the major sports betting books, such as FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, and much more. So you'll actually be able to see where you get the most bang for your buck on a play for multiple different sports books. One of its best features is its ability to provide you with a multi-leg parlay. So, for example, if you want to find out what the best 6-pick flex was on PrizePicks, you can simply click right there and have it generate for you a list of the 6 best correlated picks most likely to hit, and I'll also tell you the odds of them hitting as well. And one of the things you really got to check out when you're on Daily Grind is their AI slip generator. This thing is pretty much just breaking the game, changing everything for sports bettors, just allowing you access to high probability slips. You don't even have to think about it, and it'll generate for you slips, again, with high chances of hitting. So again, if you're looking to take your sports betting to the next level, click our link in the description below and use code BLITZ. Again, that's code BLITZ for 25% off all your orders. Now for our third pick, we'll actually be under the pass attempts tab. This time we'll be selecting Sam Darnold for less than 32 pass attempts. Now, taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this aligned Darnold has actually fallen below in his last 5 games, including both of the games this season. Additionally, Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings will be facing off against the Houston Texans defense that this season has been pretty great at defending and limiting pass attempts against opponent quarterback, not allowing very many attempts per the game. So overall, Sam Darnold shouldn't have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Now, taking a closer look here at the Vikings offense, we see that they aren't a very pass-heavy offense. In fact, their first game of the season, they did pass the ball less than half the time, and not much more than that in their second game. So overall, Sam Darnold, again, coming into this game, we're expecting him not to have plenty of opportunity to go over this line as well. And again, the season is early, but so far throughout 2 games, Sam Darnold has had just 25 pass attempts per game. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Sam Darnold for less than 32 pass attempts. All right, these are our picks for the NFL Sunday slate. And after we finish reviewing, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. So for our picks, we are taking Brock Purdy for more than 241.5 yards, passing plus rushing, as well as Colby Parkinson for less than 3.5 receptions. And finally, we are taking Sam Darnold for less than 32 pass attempts. And again, if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you would like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to Elite Picks DFS Discord right now. They are giving a free 7-day trial, and when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive an additional 20% off your access to a top-tier group of analysts that drop picks every single day across multiple sports and across multiple sports leagues. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment to hit the like button. We are having a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 200 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.